You can use Gauss View to prepare a Gaussian input file for calculation on a remote computer. First, draw the system you would like to calculate, and then go to Calculate Gaussian Calculation Setup. Go to Job Type, choose Optimization Frequency, choose your methodology. In this case, I'm going to use Visreal YP631GD basis set. Go to Title. We will call this formaldehyde optimization, and then go to link 0. So in here, I will need to set up several things. So first one is the memory and the number of processors for the calculation. So for the memory, choose Specify. For the unit, choose megabytes. Actually, no, choose gigabytes. And I'm going to choose 4 gigabytes for the calculation. For the number of shared processors, choose 2. So with this setting, Gaussian will execute on 2 processors, and it will use 4 gigabytes of RAM. As a rule of thumb, use about twice as many gigabytes of memory as you are using shared processor. So about 2 gigabytes of RAM per shared processor. For the checkpoint file, make sure that you uncheck the full path. Let's check the input file in the preview. And here you can see I have 3 lines that start with %. So the first one is the number of shared processors. The second line specifies the memory, and the last line specifies the name of the checkpoint file. Okay. These are my keywords for the calculations and the XYZ coordinates of the system I want to calculate. Click on Retain, and then go to File, Save. I'm going to save this as formaldehyde underscore opt, and I will add Henry here, signifying that I'm going to submit this for calculation on Henry. Click Save. Next thing we need to do is to prepare our directories for calculations on Henry. So let's start PuTTY application. For the hostname, type login.hpc.ncsu.edu. Click on Open. Type your Unity ID, your Unity password. Choose your two-step authentication option. And now I am on Henry. By default, I will be in my home directory. You can type pwd to see which directory you are in, and it should say /home/your Unity ID. This home directory is backed up on the system, so you will never lose the files that you have there. However, you do not want to run calculations from this directory because you do not have enough space here. So what you want to do is to always submit calculations from the shared directory. So go to shared directory, so type on the command line cd, which means change directory, space, /share, and our class has a subdirectory called ch795 f20. Okay, so type on the command line cd space /share /ch795 f20. So right now this directory has 2 subdirectories. If you do not have the subdirectory with your name here, you can create one by typing mkdir, your Unity ID, and then hit enter. So I can go into my subdirectory. So right now it's empty, and what I want to do is to create a directory where I will run my Gaussian calculation. In general, you want to create subdirectories, separate subdirectories for separate projects, and also you don't want to dump like all your calculations for one project into the same subdirectory, because that's going to create a lot of problems. So I'm going to create a directory called formaldehyde where I will run the calculation that I have prepared. Okay. So now I can see the directory is empty. The next thing I need to do is to transfer the Gaussian input file into the subdirectory. I will use WinSCP to do that. So let's start WinSCP. For the file protocol, just leave it at SFTP, and for hostname, type login.hpc.ncsu.edu. For username, use your Unity ID. For password, your Unity password, and click on login. You will get some warning, just click yes. Again, you need to choose your two-step authentication option. And now I have logged into Henry. So what you see here with the WinSCP on the left side, this is the local directory on your W120 computer, and on the right side is the home directory on Henry. What I need to do is to navigate to the directory where is my Gaussian input file. So this one will be on desktop. So I will just click browse, go to desktop, and I have here a folder called calculations formaldehyde. Click OK. And now you can see that I have the input file here that I have prepared for calculation on Henry, called formaldehyde _optimization _Henry. On the right side, I need to navigate to the share directory on Henry. So again, double click. Let's go to /share /ch795 f20 /my Unity ID. Click OK. Go to formaldehyde, and now I can just drag and drop the input file here. And just click OK. Oh, I need to make sure that I don't have the transfer type binary, so make sure that your transfer mode is plain text. Click on OK, click OK. And now my file has transferred to Henry. I can check on it in the PaTi terminal window, type ls, that will list all the files, and now you can see that my Gaussian input file is here. I can use VI editor to display it. Okay, everything looks fine. So now it's ready for submission to the queuing system on Henry, and I will show you how to do that in a separate video.